Sorry I didn't have all that, you know, footage like everybody else does when they pass their Nclex. They're like filming test day, and let's film the Pearson view trick. Let's do it together, and watch me be anxious on the screen, and watch me sweat bullets, blah blah blah, and then yay, I passed. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I wanted to do that. Believe me, I wanted to do that, but my mind wasn't there. I was just so anxious that none of that happened, and here we are over 2 weeks later filming this video. I wanted to get this video quickly filmed before I go to the gym, but I just wanted to give a little quick, you know, my experience taking the Nclex. If you guys want to know how this came about, maybe you're a little confused, I'm gonna link the video where I give my business life update. I spoke more into depth on how, you know, nursing came about. But yes, I took my Nclex on May 7th, and your girl passed, and I'm so excited. Things are moving really fast, but for the good, like, and I'll get more into that in a future video. But I wanted to discuss my experience taking the Nclex. So if you guys know, or if you don't know, but now you're gonna know, to summarize the video that I already posted prior, I completed my nursing LPN program in 2011. We are now in 2021, and actually next month, June, marks exactly 10 years since I've graduated from my LPN program. So back in December, well, since the pandemic happened, I decided I was gonna, you know, get back into it. And New York State luckily does not have limitations on when you complete school to take the test. Like, there's not no time, you know, there isn't a time frame. There's some states where once you're finished with school, you have like 3 years to take the Nclex, or you probably have to redo the school or take a refresher. I don't know the details, but New York State is not one of those states, and lucky for me, it all panned out. So basically, I figured out what I needed to do, did my infection control, and I paid to schedule my Nclex. Now, I didn't think I was gonna pass the first time, which I took it once in December, and I did not pass, because I kind of wanted to get a feel for it. You know, I had to take an ELF, you know, $200 down the drain, but for good cause, so that I could, you know, really understand what I was getting into and what I needed to focus on. But second time I scheduled my Nclex for May 7th, which was after the video update video, and some things that, you know, were a little different this time. So of course, if you guys want to know the study material that I used to study for the Nclex, because 10 years is a long time, so you guys are probably wondering, like, how did you manage? Listen, it's possible. Okay, I went hard for 30 days before my test, and it worked out, doing questions, reading the books. And I could do a future video if you guys are interested in what content I used to study for my Nclex, because clearly it was effective if I passed 10 years later. Like, come on. So differences this time around. So the first time when I got out of my exam, I finished at 60 questions. You guys know, because of what's going on, you know, they shortened the exam lengths, I guess, just to not have people in the vicinity for too long. So the minimum questions when I took it back in December was 60. I believe it might be 75 now. I'm not 100% sure, but I got cut off at 60 questions in December, and I knew that I didn't do well. Like, I felt it. Now this time around, I went in, I was very anxious, but actually one of the workers there, who was really, really nice, she was just like, breathe, do what you can, you know, and it really helped me. It calmed me down. And before I even went into the testing room, there was like a big window with a beautiful view. I took mine in downtown Brooklyn, by the way, and I was just staring out the window, and I was just like, wow, this is so pretty. And at that moment, I felt so relaxed. And I don't know, like, I went into the test relaxed. I didn't keep track of how many select all to apply, etc., etc. I wish I did, but I couldn't even think about all that. I just wanted to pass my test. So Started taking the test. When it hit the 60 mark, I got a little anxious because I was just like, oh, is it gonna cut off again? But a distinct difference is I for sure felt confident in a lot of the questions. Like, I saw them as like, oh, I know the answer to this. I know. I can't say that I knew it for all of them just like that, but 50-50 of the questions I was highly confident I knew the answer to. And then the other 50, I was confident that I was able to eliminate, you know, to the, you know, the two right answer or two possible right answers, and I just took an educated guess because, you know, sometimes you just have to use the process of elimination. I did, however, get a lot of select all that apply questions. At 60 questions, it didn't cut off, so I was like, okay. I tried not to watch the question number. I didn't really care about the clock because I knew I wasn't going to surpass 5 hours that they give me, but I was focused a lot on the questions, and I was trying not to look at the corner to see what question I was at, but I couldn't help it. I did anyway. Next thing you know, I'm at like 75 questions, still going. I'm like, this might be a good sign. I will say the questions did get harder. There was like 3 questions. I can't remember exactly what they were asking, but they were literally of stuff that I never heard of. Like, if they were in my book, there was like 1 paragraph on it. Like, literally, it was like so uncommon. So I'm just like, oh, is this the hard stuff that people talk about when they say once you get to the hard questions, you probably did good? Then when I hit like 99 questions, I want to say, or around in the 90s, I saw my screen go black and I got a little scared because I was just like, oh, is my test over? But no, it was just telling me to take a bathroom break, which I took because I was just like, let me go in the bathroom, do some deep breathing exercises, get myself, you know, back on it, get my attention back to where it needs to be. And then I came back, finished off the test at, it was either 122 or 127. I can't remember. But I came out of the exam unsure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't, like last time I knew for sure that I didn't pass. This time it was just like, I think I might have did this, but I don't want to get myself too excited. You know what I'm saying? So then, of course, by the time I got to my car and then I picked up something to eat, it had been like an hour and 10 to 20 minutes, and I did the Pearson view trick. So the first time I did it, when I didn't pass, it obviously was going to allow me to pay for a test. So I was like, damn, I didn't pass. This time I got the good pop-up, which I hope I screenshot. I think I screenshotted it because I was telling people like, look, I got the good pop-up. So I'll, you know, put that somewhere on the screen so you guys could see what the good pop-up is. And I might as well tell you guys, Pearson view trick. So basically, after you're done taking your test, you wait about, you know, 2 hours, they say, or wait till you get the email telling you you've completed the Nclex, etc., etc. You go back into Pearson view and you attempt to register for a new exam. Mind you, while you're doing this, try to put the wrong expiration date. Don't put an expired expiration date because it's not going to work. You need to put a expiration date that's not expired but that's different from your card so that your card doesn't get charged. And if you failed, it wouldn't get charged. So then you go and you proceed to go and pay for the exam, and if it tells you that you're already registered, you can, like, there's a current registration, you cannot, you know, create a new one, then that means you passed. And if it says that your card could not be processed at the time or whatever, like it's saying like it couldn't charge your card because something was wrong with it, then that probably means that you failed. But I did the Pearson view trick and I got the good pop-up, and a part of me was so relieved, but I didn't want to rely on it because I was just like, if I let my guard down and get happy that I passed the Nclex based off of a Pearson view trick that, you know, even though it seems to be very accurate, you know, it's not the official results. So anyway, so I kind of couldn't sleep the entire weekend because I was just like, I took my test on a Friday, so I couldn't get my quick results till Sunday, and I could not sleep. I must have slept a total of 6 hours between Friday night and Saturday night. I was just anxious, stomach rolling, all that. And then my boyfriend on Sunday, he was just like, you gotta calm down, like, let's have a drink. So we had a little drink and I was feeling good. and I was like, let me hop into the shower. So I was in the shower, I was jamming to music. You guys know that Saturday night, which was May 8th, the night of May 8th, it was the versus battle between Escape and SWV. So straight out of that, the next day, Sunday, I was still jamming to the tunes because I was, you know, it kind of like reminded me of songs that I hadn't heard in a while. So I'm in the shower jamming, blah, 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 feeling good. Came out of the shower, literally my phone is right on the sink counter, and I come out of the shower and I'm like, let me see if this quick stuff is available. And I go in and I'm like, oh my God, it's available. So I literally start shaking like this. In the living room, I'm like, babe, it's available, it's available. He's like, calm down, calm down. So then I go to put my card information in, and my card ended up declining. And then I forgot that I locked my card, because as you can imagine, you can't just do the Pearson view trick once, because you literally psych yourself out. You do it 2 or 3 times to make sure that it still gives you the good pop-up. So that last time that I did it on Saturday night, I basically, you know, when you go onto your banking app, you can lock your card. So I locked my Chase card, and I went and used the Chase card, and I put all the right information because it was locked. So there would be no way that I would be charged. And so I never unlocked it. So when I went to go pay for the quick results, my freaking card declined. And I was like, wait, I started panicking. And I was like, oh, unlock your card. So I went, unlocked my card, and you know how some people are, I don't know if they do this for YouTube. I watch so many of these videos, but some people will like stare at the screen and like they can't press submit. It's like, oh my God, can I press submit? Me, I put the card number in, I pressed submit, and I saw the words pass, and I threw my phone at my boyfriend. I was like, I passed, and I started screaming, crying. Like, it was just a whole bunch of emotions. Like, it was the greatest feeling ever. And of course my boyfriend was there to tell me, like, you know, I knew you were gonna pass. Like, he just encouraged me to the most, and he had all the confidence that I passed. And you know, we need to be more confident in ourselves. But yes, I passed. And today we are now on May 19th, and your girl got her license in the mail. Your girl got her CPR in the mail. Not in the mail. She got her CPR done like 3 days ago. Was it 3 days ago? No, I did my CPR yesterday. So today's Thursday. I did my CPR yesterday. And I'm not even gonna tell y'all. This gonna be in the next video. Y'all not gonna believe what happened. Or maybe y'all will believe, but it's just crazy. But your girl's an LPN now. So if you guys are wondering if I passed my Nclex, I sure did. Okay, I'm a licensed practical nurse. So proud that I came out of retirement 10 years, you know, and took it upon myself to do something that I now really want to do. Whereas in the past, not that I didn't want to do it, I just didn't feel like my maturity level was there. And that's crazy to say that, because I find myself, like, I feel like I've always been mature. Like, I've always been mature, but we don't always make mature decisions, if that's to say. Like, every decision isn't properly thought out. And me not being an LPN 10 years ago was not something that I did for that was a bad choice or a bad decision on my part. I kind of wish that it didn't have to take me 10 years and a whole pandemic to bring me back to the profession. So, but the past is the past. We're licensed now, and there's just so much in store for the future. And stay tuned for the next video, because I got some news for y'all. And listen, times is going, it's moving quick. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.